Well, college students across the country are getting ready to start classes, but the dream of higher education can be out of reach for many of the 2.7 million kids whose parents are in prison. Now an unlikely man is doing his best to change that. Brooke Silva Braga introduces us to a one-of-a-kind scholarship in Utah.
So this is it.
Cy Lindbergh wasn't sure he'd ever pack up for the drive to Snow College.
The college was stressful because I was always thinking, like, how am I going to make up the money to go?
Cy was just 5 years old when his father was sent to prison. Even the cost of an in-state school seemed out of reach.
Mom comes in, she goes, "You got the scholarship." And I was like, I can go to college.
The philanthropist behind Cy's scholarship was Carl Winsness.
Most of the time you think of philanthropists, you know what I mean, Rockefeller, the people with big money.
Carl is a plumber in Salt Lake City, and for the last 5 years, the source of one of the country's only scholarships for kids with incarcerated parents.
These kids haven't done anything wrong.
He solicits donations with homemade flyers, but mostly the money has come out of his own $30,000 salary.
I don't smoke, I don't drink from Starbucks, I don't have HBO. So, I mean, I don't waste a lot of money on that stuff. Seriously, what's $1,000?
$1,000 is the amount of most of the 17 Willie the Plumber scholarships Carl has given to Utah students. And if that doesn't sound like a lot, you've never been where Macy Nielsen was.
$1,000 was a huge deal.
Her application essay explained her dad and mom were sent to jail.
I never got to give my parents a hug or have them tuck me in.
Leaving her grandparents to raise her.
I moved in when I was 5.
Okay, so this was pretty much home.
Yeah.
But in truth, the money is only part of the prize for a kid like Macy.
You get really down on yourself. People judge you and you just feel like you can't do anything. And all of a sudden you have this random stranger who believes in you and knows that you're not who your parents are and that you do have a chance.
Carl knows what it means for a parent to be absent. He shot an intruder who turned out to be a police officer and served 17 years, unable to support his own 2 daughters.
Do you feel like you're making up for what happened earlier in your life?
Sure. It's nice to be able to give back or correct wrongs. Maybe it falls as part of the healing process.
Carl says the money he sends to kids like Cy
Alrighty.
helps ease the anger of all those wasted years.
You know, I'm very grateful for this opportunity to go.
Brooke Silva Braga for CBS News, Salem, Utah.
And to think he makes $30,000 a year.